Most riders hate punctures, I do. Here are some tips to avoid punctures and some strategies to make puncture repairs easier. Punctures generally fall into two categories. 1, a nail, screw or sharp object punctures the tyre. 2, the pinch puncture occurs when sufficient force causes the tyre and rim to pinch the tube. You can greatly reduce both types of punctures by using the correct air pressure in your tyres. Here is a rough guideline. See our video about choosing the correct air pressure. Get in the habit of picking good lines in rough terrain and lifting the front wheel over rocks, roots and square edges. The front tyre has much less volume, so it is much more vulnerable to pinch punctures. Your choice of tyre can have an effect on punctures. Heavier tyres often have a stiffer sidewall, which reduces the chance of pinch punctures. A harder rubber compound will slightly reduce the chance of rocks or nails getting through the rubber. Your choice of tubes can make a difference. Manufacturers use very thin tubes as they are cheaper and reduce the claimed weight of their bikes. Some riders debate this issue, but generally the thicker the rubber, the less chance of punctures. Some ultra heavy duty tubes use a rubber compound that doesn't work well with puncture repair kits. When you change your tyres, use a good quality thick rim tape to minimise the chances of your spokes causing a puncture. Make sure you have rim locks fitted and the good quality metal ones, not the cheap plastic ones. Riders who often use very low air pressures sometimes have 2 rim locks fitted to the rear wheel. Keep an eye on your tube's valve stem at low pressures. If it starts to lean over, then your pressures are too low or your rim locks are poor quality. Don't tighten that nut on your valve stem to the rim. Otherwise your tyre could be shifting on the rim, but you will have no warning of the tube moving around by seeing the valve stem lean over. Whoa. When changing tyres, inspect and clean your rims thoroughly. Use lots of baby powder on the new tube when installing. Learn how to change tyres well. It's so annoying to install a new tube but puncture it when fitting. Test your tubes before fitting. Occasionally there are manufacturing defects. I had this happen on an adventure ride in a very remote area. I pulled out my brand new tube and the seam was split during manufacturing. I didn't realise until I tried to pump up the tyre. So annoying. Tyre sealants, like slime, can seal a small puncture and also act as a lubricant that might reduce the chances of pinch punctures. It can be messy, but it's water soluble, so it's easy to clean up. Some riders love it, some hate it. Do your research. What if you can't fix a puncture? A possible solution is to use large zip ties to secure the tyre and limp back to your base. This is where tyres with very stiff sidewalls are handy. If you have tyre levers, you can also fill the tube with grass to avoid riding on the rim. What about alternatives to tubes? Consider fitting the tubeless system. It doesn't prevent punctures, but you can simply use plugs. Puncture repairs take 2 minutes. A massive advantage is being able to adjust the pressure. Riding on the road, use 15 psi. In a mud hole, drop to 0 psi. Our group has used this for years very successfully. Some riders don't like the system though. See our long-term review video. Mousses have been very popular with the hard enduro crowd for years, as you simply can't get punctures. Some brands also have better longevity now, so increasingly some riders use these for everyday dirt riding too, not just hard enduro. See our comparison video for the pros and cons. Tyre balls. I have never met anyone using these and I can't find many owner reports about them. I'd be keen to hear feedback though. A fairly new product is Lucioli tubes. It's a thick tube with internal reinforcement. It's puncture resistant and can let you limp back to base if you do get a puncture. They are quite heavy, Again, I don't know anyone using these. I am keen to hear feedback from riders. And finally, I know quite a few hard enduro riders use a combination of tubeless and mousses. They cut a strip in the mousse to make room for the tubeless setup. It's expensive and adds weight, but it seems to provide brilliant traction, air pressure adjustability, and the rear mousse can easily last for 5 tyres or more. I might do a video about this later. Do you have any other suggestions? We always add extra tips from viewers in the pinned first comment of our YouTube videos.